It's long overdue, but the National Assembly is set to vote on the 2019 budget plan later today. On Thursday, the two main parties reached an agreement to settle the revised version of the spending bill. However, that deal was criticized by minor opposition blocs as it did not include their demand to overhaul how elections are conducted. We connect to our parliamentary correspondent Kim Min-ji right now. Min-ji, how are things looking at this point?
Daniel, a plenary session is scheduled for 7 p.m. Korea time, so in about an hour's time from now. Rival parties will first be voting on some 200 pending bills related to people's livelihoods. Now, once they're done with that, the session will be adjourned until the budget plan is ready for a full floor vote. Now, this comes after the ruling Democratic Party and the main opposition Liberty Korea Party agreed yesterday to vote on the revised budget today. However, it's unclear exactly when it will pass given the work that still needs to be done on the budget bill. What we do know at the moment is that there will be a cut to the government's record $420 billion budget, and that will come in the areas or the spending for inter-Korean projects and job creation. But at the same time, they will also increase the budget for infrastructure as well as for policies to boost the number of newborns in the country. The two parties for now are happy that they can settle the bill before the end of the regular session of Parliament, which closes this week. But the agreement did not include a commitment to electoral reform, a commitment to something that the minor opposition parties had been wanting, and it's drawn strong condemnation from them.
So, Min-ji, I guess it's a bit of a mixed situation there at the moment. Are we in for a bit of a stalemate?
I guess so. Well, some of the minor parties have entered an indefinite period of sit-in demonstrations, while some party chairs are also on a hunger strike. Now, the minor opposition parties had wanted to link the budget passage to reforming the country's electoral system. More exactly, they wanted to introduce a new proportional representation system in which parliamentary seats are tied to the percentage of voter support for the different parties. Now, the ruling and main opposition parties said that it's a matter that needs to be dealt with separately. The minor opposition parties condemn the bigger parties of collusion by prioritizing their vested rights over the people's wishes. At this point, so it's unclear whether the minor opposition will take part in the plenary session. We'll have to see if the ruling and main opposition parties can persuade them to come, but even without them, they together have enough seats in Parliament to pass the budget. And if passed, it comes 5 days after the legal deadline of December 2nd. Back to you, Daniel.